Solution on this one should be 82. Solution on this one should be a negative 21. Answer on this one should be 486. Solution on this one is negative 291. Remember, when a number is up against a set of parentheses, that is multiplication. Answer should be 2. Pick a number from 1 to 5 and bring it up. Winning number today is 2. Today's objective to review one-step, two-step, and multi-step equations. You should have had these in junior high. Today I can solve a one-step equation in the following variations. You will have an x on the left with differing signs. You could have an x on the right with just a number on the left. All of these variations will be covered today. Example number 1. To solve for x, you must move this and the sign in front of it to this side. And do the opposite. It now becomes minus 3. 11 minus 3 is 8. So your final answer is 8. And in example 2, you do the same thing. Move this away from the x to the other side. Do the opposite, which is plus 4. Answer is 6. Bring this up and drop it off. On the practice problem, x equals 13 minus 5. That's an answer of 8. The solution on the bonus is x equals 3 plus 1, which is a final answer of 4. On the practice problem, that should be negative 2 plus 4, which is an answer of 2. This should be x equals negative 6, and then do the opposite of this, which is minus 4. Answer is negative 10. The next example, you'll notice the x is in this position, right next to the equal sign, but it does not change how you solve the problem. This is a 5, and the sign before it is positive because it is not written. Therefore, you move it to this side and have x equals 2 minus 5, which is a negative 3. Same thing on this one. Keep the x where it's at and move this to the right side. Make it minus and get an answer of negative 5. On the practice problem, you should have x equals negative 2 and then move this to the right side and make it minus 5, which is an answer of negative 7. Answer on the bonus. X equals 3 minus 11, which will give you an answer of negative 8. For the practice problem, it should be 3 minus 9, which is a negative 6. Answer on this one should be 1 minus 11, which is a negative 10. Answer should be 1 plus 2, which is 3. Answer on this one should be 3 minus 5, which is a negative 2. Answer should be 9 minus 2, which is 7. Answer should be negative 3 minus 5, which is negative 8. X equals a negative 1 minus 6, which is a negative 7. Now it's time for the graduation test problem of the day worth 2 million. All you have to do is choose the letter of the right answer. A, B, C, D, or E. You cannot talk out loud about the problem. You have to take it as if it is a real graduation test. All I need is A, B, C, or D on a piece of paper once you look at this problem. The solution for this can be found by doing 3 times x, which is 3x. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times x is 4x, and 4 times 1 is 4. That is answer number, or letter, C. Example number 5. The x is on the right side. Leave it on the right side, but move what's with it to the left. Make it minus 7. Answer is 5. Another problem just like that. Leave the x where it's at. But this minus 1 must go to this side and become plus 1. Your answer is 14. For the practice problem, you should have 15 minus 1 equals x. The answer is 14. You should have 13 plus 9 equals x. Remember, move this to the left side. Change the sign. 22 is the answer. On the practice problem, you should have 6 minus 9, which is a negative 3. The solution should be 3 minus 7, which is a negative 4. Example number 7. Again, keep the x where it's at and move this over, changing the sign. Your answer should be negative 3 in this case. Example 8. Keep the negative 3 where it's at and move this over and change the sign to minus, and you should get negative 14. For the practice problem, you should have negative 2 plus 5 equals x. That should be an answer of 3. This should be negative 3 plus 1, which is a negative 2. Right. For the practice problem, you should have negative 4 plus 2, and that is an answer of negative 2. You have to move this minus 4 over to the left, make it plus 4. And when you do that, you're left with a negative 7. Your homework assignment will be on Facebook and on the next slide.